All right. Hi. I see there are a couple of people looking in on this. This is just some testing here. I want to make sure everything's going and everything's working right. Many of you may know I got my broadcast pulled on me on Tuesday, so I just wanted to look at this and hopefully see that everything was still okay and I wasn't denied the privilege of streaming and all that other happy stuff, because hey, that's my lifeblood, kids. I want to do something about that at some point, but we'll get around to that as soon as we get some other stuff done. And it amazes me that I put this on and I've got 3 viewers and 1 like. I mean, thanks, guys. I mean, you want to... hi, Doc. How you doing, sweetie? Yeah, I'm just testing some stuff. I'm not going to be on for very long, maybe just a few minutes. But I do know now that you guys are seeing me, and okay, that seems to work all right. And I'm really sorry about Tuesday. Yeah, it appears that there was a comment made about our jackass in chief, and about I suppose I should put it, things I really can't talk about because I don't want to get my stream pulled again. Oh my. Yeah, it's I can understand why they did that. So hi, Kitty. Yeah, I can understand why they did that. It was a hi, Mom. Hi, Mom NATO. How are you? Yeah, as far as I can tell, I have nothing solid to go on. But when I looked at Tuesday's stream, there was audio and video up until the 40-minute mark, and it was at the 40-minute mark that you should. Yeah, I think so. Because the audio was still there, but the video disappeared right after you said that thing. Now, Kate and I were talking at one point on a different stream, and neither of us can really understand why they pulled the stream. Now, I do understand, yet I don't. There was no threat made. So I have a feeling that somebody was just a little trigger happy. One of those deals. And hey, is okay. I mean, these things do happen, and what really amazes me is that they were so trigger happy. But then again, I think that the jackass in chief is one of our most popular presidents. Yeah, okay, let's get serious again. Yeah, he is so unpopular that I have a feeling that there are people who take anything as a threat against him, even when it isn't. So, yes, little one, I know. So this is okay. We've been going about 4 minutes. Everything's good. I just want to have a look over here at... oh, look. Oh, well, that Xenon Bonds video is 6 years old. Oh, my. Where's my stuff here? I want to see how it's looking. Oh my. Hang on. My channel. There we go. And we have, does this thing work? And we're going to go here, and we're going to go there, and... yeah. You will be tomorrow, so no, we can take care of that. Oh my, oh my. Okay, so it's looking good. I'm hopefully looking at some good stuff, and I'm just gonna sit here for a while until I get my back back. Yeah, I just got back from getting some groceries, and just the way things are working anymore, where the shelves are just totally empty when you go there. I brought back more than I usually would because I don't plan on going grocery shopping for at least another week. I mean, that's my plan. Um, so no, I did not. Here, or wait a minute. Okay, hang on. Let me give you a minute. Where is? Okay, here's there. Yeah, this sounds ominous, and this sounds ominous enough for me to bring you on. Um, okay, let's get this over here. Oh my. There we go. Now one man sleeps while the other man drives on the non-stop Lawson run. Yeah, and watch me get kicked off for a copyright violation. We don't want that. We don't want that. No, 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 no. Check your Discord, will you, hun? This sounds interesting enough that we can just give it a few minutes here. Um, yeah, you're. Oh, there you are. Okay, let me. There we go. Okay, now wait a minute. I have that. Why don't I? Oh, that's why. Okay,
Not
there you are.
ominous.
Say they again.
Not ominous. Not ominous. Actually, really fucking weird.
Hmm.
You know that Florida has black, black and white woodpeckers with a red crest. We call them red. I call them red-crested woodpeckers. They're like Woody Woodpecker, except black, white, and red.
Are those the downy woodpeckers?
I don't know what they are. They are about the size of a small dog.
Oh, okay.
They're
They're
not
not.
the large woodpeckers.
They're not the woodpeckers I'm thinking of.
Since Thursday, I have had, I think it's a male, because he's got a really bright red crest. A male has been landing on the passenger side of my car, right? And he's
Okay.
been sitting there, perched on my door, turning his head left and right and up and down. And then he starts this whirl, whirl, whirl sound.
Is he looking for a girlfriend?
But sure, huh?
Is he looking for a girlfriend?
I think so, because it's spring.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
has fallen in love with his reflection in my car window.
Name him Adonis.
Well,
Or no, I'm
he
sorry,
has
name
sat
him
there,
Narcissus. That's it.
Narcissus. Uh, he has sat there and he's even gone so far as to sit there and perch and groom himself while
Oh,
sitting on my car.
wait a minute, hon. Can you? There we go. Can you do that? Can you do that again? I forgot. I forgot to switch. I forgot to switch things. Start over.
Okay, since Thursday, I have had a red-crested black and white woodpecker perching on my car door. Hold on just a second. There, now I'm muted on the live stream. I'm not hearing myself echo. But anyway, he has been perching on my car door and he's looking at it back and forth between each eye, and then he starts cooing, is the best way I could say it, and warbling. And he started grooming himself, and I went outside to look to see what he was doing, and he took off. I figured, okay, he's gone for the day. He won't come back. An hour and a half later, he was back. And this has gone on every day since Thursday.
Oh my.
And I drove my mom's car home from sitting at her house yesterday, and he's doing it on my mother's car door.
Okay, so it's not
So,
the car
not just my car.
specifically.
No, it's because the way my house sits, uh, and the way my carport is, the light reflects on the windows of the passenger side.
Okay, so it certainly sounds
It's his
like
reflection.
yeah.
It's his reflection, and he was doing it not 20 minutes ago, and you can hear him with all the noise he's making. He's making these most adorable warbling coos.
Let me
And
let me turn my alarm clock off, would you? Oh
okay,
my. Oh my. Oh my. God, I'm old. Okay, wait a minute. There. Now it's off. Oh, Scheiße. Zu viel Scheiße. Es ist voll mit der Scheiße.
oh my god.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. There I am. Yeah, okay. All right. Now we're
So,
there.
but it's absolutely adorable to listen to him. And I've got pictures on my cell phone that I took where I'm standing. Okay, my car door on the driver's side, you can step outside my front door and touch my car. It's that close to my door here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if I'm standing in the doorway with the screen door open, I can reach almost halfway across the hood of my car.
Okay then.
So we're that close when I'm standing in the door taking pictures of him through my car windows.
Oh my.
Yeah. So he's probably less than 7 feet from me when he's perched on my car.
Oh,
And he
yoy.
just, and I'm talking and the dog's barking and he's just sitting there turning his head looking at himself in the window. And he doesn't take off until I step outside my door.
Oh my.
And then he takes off into the tree right beside the house and he'll sit there for about an hour and then he'll come and perch back on the cars again.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, it's one of the weirdest things. I've never seen a bird do this before, but
Um.
apparently he's in love with my cars.
Well, I know that many birds will take note of their reflections in a mirror,
yeah,
and the interesting
right,
thing about it is that they know that this is, the bird knows that hey, this is me.
right. I don't know if he knows it's him and he's just fascinated with his reflection because he's not pecking at the windows.
Mm-hmm,
He's
mm-hmm,
not
mm-hmm,
trying to peck at them. He's just looking left and right, up and down, and he'll groom himself and then peek in the window like he's looking at himself to make sure he looks good.
Yeah, I mean, well, you have to spruce up for the
Yeah,
ladies, you know.
yeah.
Never works for
Oh,
me.
well, you remember Tuesday during our lovely chat, I said there were less than 150 people sick in Florida, right?
Yeah, how many factors of orders of magnitude has that changed by?
658
I'm surprised.
are now sick.
I'm surprised. I thought it would be more. I thought it would be over 1,000.
Nah. Well, yesterday we were at 520. So it's gone up over 130 overnight.
Yeah,
So,
it's what I'm kind of hoping for is something I probably can't talk about on air. And no, it does.
yes,
It
we
doesn't
won't.
have anything to do with that guy or anything like that. But
No. But yeah,
well,
we're all
I've said many
stressing
times
out
that
about it.
I've said many
We're all
times that there are
stressing about it.
there are already too many people. So take it from there.
Yeah. Well, TC was looking at the nitrogen dioxide uh, maps for China from January through March,
How much is it cleared up?
or December through March, And in January and February, when the outbreak was the worst in China,
Eh?
it went from a brilliant scarlet red to green, which is low because
Yeah,
nobody's driving, nobody's going anywhere.
and
It's
just
proof that we really need to cut down on the amount of cars.
yes. And well, this is the thing, and they're not gonna pick this up, and they're not gonna understand, and they're not going to
Mm-mm.
accept. But the anti science people who
Hmm.
refuse to believe that the crap that the Earth is
Hmm.
going through has an anthropogenic cause. This
Right.
should be support for that to them, but they're not,
Yeah,
they're going to
exactly. They're
they're
not
going
going to
to
listen.
ignore it.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
And that's a
jeez.
shame because, if they could just create a, a system of transport that everybody could use that wasn't um, dependent on where, I mean, there's so much we could do. Electric cars being made affordable would be a big thing, you know?
Well, I don't know about that one because I wonder whether electric cars simply transfer the cause of the pollution
Mm,
from the tailpipes
no,
to the stacks at the generating facilities. I don't know.
no,
I don't know.
because, I mean, we use electricity all the time. And the people in China were using electricity while they were confined, but the gases went down.
Okay, okay.
I mean, they went from bright red to a pale green, which is the lowest you can get.
Do you
And
know?
now in March, they're climbing back up again.
Do you know offhand how much uh, non-fossil fuel electricity China does?
Mm-mm. No,
Okay,
I don't know
neither
offhand.
do I. So, what I was wondering
But you
was,
think with as many people as live there, it'd be a lot.
yeah, because what I was
I
wondering
mean,
was
good Lord.
how much they rely on nuclear electric generation. But that's another
I
story.
don't know. Um, goodness. I
But
am
that's
still
something
so tired. I
interesting.
spent,
That's something
yeah,
interesting to bring up tomorrow.
mm-hmm. Friday, was it Friday night? No. What is today? Today's Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay, Thursday night at 2 o'clock in the morning, my mother comes over and tells me, oh, your stepdad's in the hospital. So I ended up over at her house sitting for her until 6 a.m. when she came home, and I went home. Was back over there by 11 o'clock Friday morning, and we're there, and I'm helping her out around the house because she's expecting her son-in-law Randy to come down because his dad's in the hospital. And then the hospital calls her and says, no visitors, nobody's allowed in. Only people allowed in the hospital are workers and staff.
Yeah, the way I understand it, and I haven't looked for any further messages. The way I
Hmm.
understand it, the same sort of thing was happening to Seth Andrews' father,
Yeah,
where he wasn't
it,
able to receive
it,
visitors. Yeah.
yeah, it's everybody. All the hospitals are closing their doors to visitors. Patients can be admitted, but they're trying to stop the spread and stop the risk of people getting sick by visiting. And
Hey, Omega, sweetie.
so, yeah, it's been a rough couple of days for me, and I'm still exhausted. I actually left movie night last night at 1 o'clock because I was too tired to stay awake.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't there again because I was asleep.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, well,
af-
everybody misses you.
I have
They've
no.
asked a couple of times where you were at, and I just had to explain, she's not getting enough sleep,
Yeah.
and she's worried that she wouldn't be able to do her Sunday stream because she'd spend all day Saturday asleep and not do the things she needs to do.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, there was even a
So.
little bit of that way back when. So
Mhm.
It is not connected with the change in personnel, so don't worry about that, guys.
No, it's the circadian rhythms that you get
Yeah,
into. I know. I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning and I'm absolutely exhausted now.
yeah, I
Uh,
know. I want to go take a nap, but
I want to crawl back into bed.
I really cannot take a nap um, because I want to make some rice pudding.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh yeah, it's. I decided that as long as I had that short grained rice around here,
Hmm.
I might use some
How
of
do you
that.
make rice pudding?
It's basically rice, milk, egg, sugar,
Hmm. Hmm.
and that's pretty much it.
Do you have to have the rice pretty soft? Because I've got some white rice, but it's mostly long grain rice. And
Okay,
I will sit there and take that and I'll cook it, and then I'll add sugar, cinnamon, and milk
you're pretty much
and
on the
butter.
way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, butter. That's
I
right.
just
I forgot the butter. You're on the
yeah
way to rice pudding.
put
Yeah.
I don't put egg in it, but I like eating that for like a snack.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the same as eating rice pudding or oh my favorite's tapioca.
Oh, geez, I
Love
haven't had
tapioca pudding.
tapioca for ages. And there's the interesting thing. I was making a lot of tapioca and a lot of rice
Mhm.
pudding when my
Mhm.
ex had oral surgery.
Mhm. Because it's
Um,
soft and easy to eat.
right. Yeah, that whole thing. I mean, she had to have
Mhm.
every tooth in her head pulled and fit for
Oh.
dentures. Well, what had happened was she had had some really bad experiences as a child where the
Mhm.
dentist was not hearing her when she said, "It still hurts."
Mhm.
So she avoided dentists for years, and
Mhm.
the teeth went. Um,
Yeah, I've got one. I've got a tooth that has a filling in it, where something has happened, and I don't know if the filling has fallen out or if the tooth has gotten bad in a new spot around the filling, but I can feel a hole in it
oh, okay.
on the top,
Oh, okay. Yep.
and I've got to get it filled, but that cost me $50.
Is that
And I
all?
don't have them. That's on the sliding scale
Ah, ha, ha,
at a
ha, ha, ha.
local. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay.
the problem is they charge me $50 every time I come in. So they'll charge me $50 to do an X-ray of it and say, "Oh well, we can't do it today, so we'll set you up for an appointment." And then I have to come back, and when I come back, I have to pay them
It's
$50
another,
again.
yeah,
So they get
okay.
the $100 to fill my tooth anyway, which it would cost me anyway
Mm-hmm.
normally. So
Yeah.
it's really not uh, uh, a sliding scale. It's we'll charge you, do a half-assed job to look at it, tell you what you need to have done, make you come back again, and make you pay the full price anyway
I got really, really,
between the two
really,
business.
yeah, I got really lucky when I had my dental problems. I mean, I broke a tooth
Hmm.
eating ice cream. Okay, that's how bad
Oh.
it was. Um,
Hmm.
but a friend of mine told me about a dentist who did extractions, etc., like that for free.
Hmm.
And I was all over this guy. Um,
Hmm.
and yeah, that was no problem. The dentures were half price, so that was still
Hmm.
500 that I had to
Right.
pay to get the dentures. But at least
Hmm.
it was 500 and not 1,000. Um,
Right.
I really need another set of dentures because the
Hmm.
dentures I'm wearing right now are the dentures I got then. And
Oh,
that
they're wearing
was,
down.
yeah, absolutely. This was when I was 39 years old.
Oh my goodness.
I'm 62. Do the math.
Yeah, I
Um,
know. You really need a new set.
yes, I do. I really, 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 really need a new set. You can
Um.
see on the base or whatever you want to call it that
Mhm.
looks like a gum line. You can see where it's
Mhm.
wearing flat.
Right.
Now the problem
Um.
is it's going to cost probably
Way too much.
$2,500 probably
Well,
to.
if they do these stimulus checks that they're talking about, they're doing talks about. Have you heard about that?
Yes, I have.
I'm hoping that they do $1,000 a month for 6 months.
Now, there's the interesting thing is I don't know how it would work with me because I'm already getting my
Doesn't
Social
matter.
Security.
This is considered a because people aren't working. It's for every adult in the U.S. is supposed to get it. Some of them are saying 2,000. Some of them want 1,000.
Well, Bernie wants
Twice a
2,000.
month. Right. Bernie wants 2,000 twice. I think it was, and but
Okay.
some of them are talking about $1,000 every month for every adult for 6 months.
Yeah,
Do you
I could
realize how
see
much
that
money that
happen.
would? Do you know how much money that would be for me?
Ah, that would be nice. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be $12,000. That would pay off all of my debt, plus allow me to get a new car. A new car, paid out in full.
Wait a minute. They have cheap new cars?
My mom's car that she bought, the Nissan, um, was running a little over 7,000
Wow!
for a Nissan Sentra.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
When I bought
she's paying 267 a month for
3 years or 4?
72 months, but she's still she's it
Oh,
went up
6 years.
because she's paying off um a loan that she had on her other car. So it jacked the price up for her. But yeah.
Yeah, when I bought a new car, the one new car I owned, I bought
Mhm.
in 1978. That
Mhm.
was 6,100.
Right.
Now it
Right.
was a Mustang. Okay, I'll grant you that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, the first K body, but
Mhm.
still, it amazes me that you could get a car for about that much,
Right.
even
Well,
now.
this isn't a big car. It's a smaller sedan type. It's a four-door, but it's small.
Well, the
So,
Mustang was no Bentley as far as size goes. Let me tell you.
right, but it was considered a sports car.
Hmm.
My mom had a Mustang GT at one time. I know what they can do.
Oh my! Was that the Mach 2?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the fastback. I remember those. Yeah,
hmm
yeah, I remember.
Nice dove gray leather seats inside. Sun T tops. It was loaded. It was a nice car. I missed that car. But you could do 0 to 60 in what 4 seconds at that point. But we didn't do that because we lived on a gravel road. So
Okay. In a
you didn't
way,
go that fast until you got on the hard top.
in
But
a
yeah,
in a way, I miss a motor vehicle. In another way, I don't.
I really want a fully loaded stick shift.
Oh man, I've forgotten how to drive stick anymore.
I learned how to drive on a stick shift, and they are much more economical gas wise.
Thank you, honey. Really. Wow. Amiga Nuts is getting generous here for whatever
Oh,
reason. And
that's nice, Amiga.
and I didn't even blow him.
Oh my God, you they were doing a video, the White Giraffes video, with Dr. Claudia Albers
Okay.
last night, and they were talking how I sound like Dr. Claudia Albers because I don't hear it. Oh, your volume went down because laugh. Just to let you know.
Okay, we can take care of that. We can
Yeah.
easily take care of
So
that.
they were teasing me last night about what I said.
Amiga Nuts appreciated that one too.
They even asked me to repeat what she was saying. They said I sounded that much like her. So now I'm Dr. Mom NATO.
All right. Uh, well, all you need now is just the Ruth Westheimer impression, and we're all set.
Oh, we are going to talk about sex education. Not quite as well as she does it, but
I am amazed that she is still alive.
she is well, you have to know that a good sexual intercourse life helps keep you long lived. It extends the life of your body, darling.
I am amazed that I didn't die like 5 years ago.
Do I really am I gonna sound that much like Claudia Albers? Because I don't hear it, but then again, you never sound to yourself like what everybody else hears.
Okay, God. Westheimer is 91 years old.
Yeah, Dr. Ruth is great. I remember watching her TV program when I was growing up.
Oh,
And
my.
my mom didn't know that's what we were watching. She came in one day and she's like, "Oh my God, change the channel." We got in so much trouble for watching her show.
Oh, jeez.
My mom was such a prude.
Well,
You've got to understand, my mother complains if I wear a tight t-shirt.
I
She's
can.
like, "Your chest is too big. You need to wear looser t-shirts."
I could imagine that the T-shirt would complain if you wore a tight T-shirt.
Oh God, no. I don't like
I could just.
blousy shirts.
I could just hear the ripping right now. Yeah.
I don't wear them that tight. But I don't like loose fabric when I'm doing stuff.
Okay.
You know, I'd rather have. And she's like, "It's too tight," and I'm like, "Mom, the material's not even puckering. Yes, it's conformed to my figure, but it's not puckering like it's overstretching." And she's like,
Oh
"Well, your
my.
boobs are too big. You need to wear looser shirts. Get a couple size larger." And it's like, but if I get a couple size larger, then the shoulders are hanging off my shoulders and the sleeves are down to my elbows.
And
And it's
like,
uncomfortable.
nobody carries a 9X, right?
No, no, but I have to buy, if I want something loose, I have to buy a 2X.
Oh, is that all? Okay. No, I'm not giving you
Well,
shit or
depending
anything,
upon the
but
fit. No,
okay.
depending upon the fit. No, I can wear a large if it's a loose large, and it will if the material is made, if the t-shirt is made loose, uh, and it will conform, and it's one of the reasons why I hate wearing button-up shirts. In order to wear a dress shirt that buttons, I have to get a 3X because otherwise I get that gap on the
Yeah,
buttons.
yeah, I know the one.
And at that point I might as well just unbutton it down below the bra and wear a tank top underneath it
Mm-hmm.
and layer.
Yeah, it's. I almost said I wish I had that problem, but no, not quite that problem. No, I'm not like some of these cross dressers who want
Yeah.
the K cup, you know.
Yeah, I'm already an I cup, and God knows I'm hoping I can talk to my doctor and find out if a breast reduction would be considered a medical necessity for me.
I'd call it a medical necessity. What's your back like, for Christ's sake?
I can't. When I sit, my shoulders roll forward. When I walk, my shoulders roll forward because I cannot. The muscles in my shoulders are too tight to sit with proper posture because my breasts are too heavy. It
Mm-hmm.
hurts to straighten up
Mm-hmm.
to sit up straight where you have that gap at the back of the seat
Yeah.
that says you're sitting properly. I can't do that. I slouch. Every when I stand, I slouch. And I've got permanent divots in my shoulder blades that if you run your fingers along my shoulder blades, you can feel where my bra strap sits because there's a groove worn into my shoulder bone.
Okay.
Yeah. So if asked by a crossdresser, what is a good cup size? I would have to say a C cup.
I'm with you. I am with you. I am.
Because, like I said, basically an I cup is basically like a 6D.
Yes.
a quadruple, no, sextuple D. Um, and it's not comfortable. And
Yeah.
I, you have these men who talk about, oh, big breasts are great in a woman. I feel sorry for the woman
Uh huh.
because they're not. Um,
Right. No, I am.
you can't you can't sleep on your stomach because it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And sleeping on your back is difficult because of course you've got your boobs, no, not to gross anybody out, but my boobs when I lay on my back, they flop to the
Uh
sides.
huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not holding your arms to your sides and you go to roll, you roll on them and it fucking hurts
Yeah. Oh
because
my.
you pinch them between your body and the bed. So I am now forced to be a side sleeper because that's the only way I can sleep, and that's why I have a body pillow, because the body pillow helps support the side of my body that's away from the bed.
Yeah. Now I realize my front end is fake, but
Hmm.
I'm a C cup, and yeah, that's
Right.
perfect.
Yeah.
A D cup
Well,
is a little much.
I have never been less than a double D, so I would not know. My sister. This is the disparity between me and my twin sister. My twin sister was a C cup, and I'm a double D. So
Wow.
yeah, I got more of my Granny Wimbeck's genes than she did.
Okay then.
Well, I got the German,
Yeah, the Hausfrau.
the Hausfrau, yes. And my Granny Wimbeck was very much a Hausfrau. She even wore the house dresses,
Yeah, I
the
remember those. I
the
don't
ones
have.
the loose ones that would button all the way down.
Oh,
They were just
those.
straight
Yes,
up
yes,
and
yes, yes,
down.
yes, 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 yes.
That's all she ever wore. She
Yeah,
would not. She always wore that and support hose and nurse type shoes. She didn't wear sandals. She wore the. They're not Mary Janes, but they're similar. The the orthopedic shoes for old women.
trying to think.
They look kind of like Oxford for a guy, but for a woman.
You talking about penny loafers?
They laced up and tied, so no, not penny loafers.
Okay, okay, okay. I love penny loafers. I actually
Mm.
got two pairs last year.
Hmm.
Yeah, it. I couldn't pass them up. Lands End had a sale on them. They
Mm-hmm.
were, let's see, I think $40 a pair.
Amiga nuts. Everything over a handful is a waste.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
And
anything under a mouthful isn't worth talking about.
yeah. Yeah. And you know, I don't know how many guys when I was younger, when I was actually working out and playing racquetball, and I had an athletic body who would look at me and just go, "Ooh, a 38 double D at 135 pounds."
Yeah, I guess it does,
Um,
amiga.
yeah,
So that's a good thing. Yeah, I want to keep this short because, like I say, I want to make
yeah,
rice pudding. But at least we
yeah.
know that this is. And I'm amazed with you folks. Thanks for coming by. Seriously.
Well, hey,
Uh,
I saw Coffee with Lavender is live. It's like, what? It's Saturday. Okay, gotta see what's going on.
yeah, I was just checking on things because
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I still had my ability to stream.
Well,
I'd hate to go on
I
tomorrow
hate the
morning
fact
and it's
that,
like,
yeah,
no.
yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I
Eh.
really am. I shouldn't have said what I said, and it was too late to take it back. But
It's well
yeah,
the thing that Kate and I were talking about. It's we're kind of surprised that they actually went ahead and did that because there was no threat made.
no.
It
But people like him for
why?
oh, he might have fucked up today.
Oh, really? Really?
on live
Really?
TV.
Really?
Yeah. He commented, now mind you, law states that as long as he is president, he is to have nothing to do with his businesses, right?
Well, he's been
He's not supposed to
violating
be
that for
right,
over 3 years.
but they never caught him on it. He's never made hide nor hair or mention of the fact that he was doing it. On the live TV today, he commented on how coronavirus is hurting his business financially.
Okay, so he's admitted to a violation of the emolument, not the emolument clause, but
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, and he's going to get
The
away
emo-
with it. He's going to get away with
Emolument
it.
clause.
Is it? Okay, I was thinking the emolument clause was about accepting money from or gifts from foreign governments, but no. Okay, it's yeah. Well, he's going to get away with it.
But it's just further proof for those of us who don't like him, that know he's a liar,
Oh yeah,
a cheat,
he's the fufu.
that, yeah, he be a scheissekopf.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Er
And-
ist voll mit der Scheiße.
Da! Yeah, 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 yeah. I can say it in two different languages. Da!
I really
Yeah.
don't remember how to say it in Russian. I really don't.
Yeah.
I ought to find
Yeah,
that
yeah.
again.
Um,
I do know Schlisto Blutki.
Da.
That was my pet name for those two slimy
Uh-huh.
bastards.
yes. Right. But, you know, I really, really hope he does not get reelected. Because
I hope he doesn't.
He considers this his little empire.
Yes.
And he is the emperor, and everybody who has anything to say against what he wants done gets fired and replaced by somebody who's blowing him.
Now, that's still not going to fix everything.
And it's not, but not having him reelected would be a good thing.
It would be nice to have a
actually think
non-Republican
that we're gonna-
president.
I don't even care if it's a Democrat. I would go independent if there was an independent that could stand up to him
Well, that's what
and
I
do what needs to be
Well,
done.
that's what I like is somebody who would stand up to the GOP and
Mm-hmm.
start vetoing everything right and left.
Right.
Because from what I can see of them, they don't have enough
Hello.
to be veto proof. Hello? What? Where?
Yeah. Oh, Amiga Nuts just said hi to everybody. And I'm like, hello.
Hi, Tweety. Yay, yay, yay.
Hello, Putty Tats.
What's new, pussycat? No.
Yeah, Putty Tats. Yeah.
I thought I saw a putty tat. Actually,
I did see a Putty Tat.
I see a putty tat over there. She's sitting on the dining
I
table.
have a Putty Tat sitting on the back of my chair.
And now she's
that
looking
got
at me
himself
with.
swatted.
She's looking at me with, "What do you want, bitch?"
Oh, my cat got smacked today.
Uh-oh.
I was talking to Talon and I had my hand down by my side and he kept swatting at it, which that's okay. But then he comes up and he bites my wrist because I wasn't paying any attention to him.
Sounds
So he
familiar.
got swatted and he ran.
Sounds
Well, he
familiar.
doesn't normally bite. And then I picked him up and was petting him and he was fine with that. And then all of a sudden, he bit my chin.
Ooh, not good.
But his problem was he was in my arms when he bit my chin, and I had him cradled in one arm, so I had a free hand. So I grabbed him by the scruff of his neck, and I bit the side of his cheek. And put him down, and he hasn't come near me since. He knows Mama's not happy with him, so. But I guess I should let you go, though, since this is only supposed to be a short cast.
It's a
When
little.
do we ever talk and have it be short?
Well, it's short. It's only 44 minutes long. That's short.
Uh-huh.
And then watch this. It still won't work tomorrow. Oh, scheiße.
Oh
But
yeah, it
at
will.
least we're okay
I
with
just I just have to be more careful with what I say about the Mango Menace.
because I remember that I don't know. Do you know Skylar Fiction?
No.
Okay, another YouTuber. He
Mhm.
got himself pulled by
Mhm.
speaking against hate speech.
Uh,
YouTube decided that he was supporting hate speech by what he said, and it's exactly the opposite.
the opposite,
We
right?
campaigned and he got his channel back, but it took a couple weeks.
Right.
But
Well, eh, I don't know if somebody complained about what I said, and it was probably the content of what I said, which,
well,
yeah, it
it
was,
happened right away. That's the thing. It
yeah,
happened within seconds.
yeah.
So I'm
So,
wondering, is is it getting to the point where I should be what's the word? Uh, there's a word for what I'm thinking of.
moderate?
I should be gloating, that
No.
everything is so great because there are people listening for me and trying to find stuff to complain about.
Mm.
Um,
I have a question for you, sweetheart.
I have all the answers.
Why do you have a pair of glasses around your neck and another pair on your face?
Okay. I was out grocery shopping, and
Is one for reading?
yes, I'm wearing my
Okay.
reading. I'm wearing
That,
my reading glasses, and then these are the
okay.
glasses I had on out there. Um,
Oh, okay. To drive by and or to see by.
yeah, there you go.
Now, see, I don't have that. I have bifocals, so they're all in one.
I tried bifocals once, and I got neck pain because I'm like
Okay.
this trying to see the screen.
Yeah, right. Well, I have learned that with my bifocals, with my glasses, if I set them down a little bit on my nose, I can read the screen without using the bifocals. But if I push them up, I have to tilt my head up, and I can't read the writing, but I can see very clearly on the screen.
I can see clearly
Yeah.
now. Oh
So
my. Yeah, the
I haven't
thing
heard
that
that one in a long time. Oh, depressing news.
huh?
Kenny Rogers died.
I saw that.
How did he die? What did he just die of old age?
I
Or
didn't
did the virus get him?
I didn't investigate. I can give me half a second and then I'll see if I
I
can
grew
find
up listening to
something.
him. Oh my god. You know before he had his face tuck, right? Or
Right,
his
right.
how he had that masculine full beard and the white hair, the absolutely distinguished looks, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about from The
Yep.
Gambler,
Yeah.
where his hair is all white. My uncle Jackie was an identical twin to Kenny Rogers until my uncle Jackie passed away. He actually people would actually stop him when he had a full beard and asked him, "Are you Kenny Rogers?" It's like, "No, wish I was, but thanks for the compliment."
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Wait a minute.
And this was the guy who was married to my aunt Eileen, the Irish lady.
I am
So
not seeing. This is okay. This is a piece of crap.
let me
Okay,
let's
because
see.
I'm getting sent to the wrong Kenny. There we go. Let's see here. Cause of death, if we can find it.
Here we go. Um, yeah, he died on the 20th
Yep.
of March. Natural causes. He was in a
Okay then.
hospice. Ah,
'Cause I don't.
but
Died under
he,
hospice care. There we go.
yeah, the images that I'm seeing on this page that opened up on the web page, he looks nothing like what he used to look like since he had his face redone. But there's one picture on here where he's standing with Dolly Parton, uh, where they're paying tribute to country music, and that is what my aunt Uncle Jackie looked like.
Oh my! And well, there's the interesting thing in how Dolly Parton was taller than Kenny Rogers while she was laying down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In other words,
Yeah.
the front end.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, and the thing is everybody's like, "Oh, that's a breast job." No.
No, that's the real
No,
thing.
those are all natural. And she has such a tiny waist. Oh
Oh
my
Lord,
God, that woman's
yeah.
got such a tiny waist.
I would think that she had a couple of ribs removed to get that waist.
I wouldn't know, but yeah.
But one thing that my friend Noah had said about
Hmm.
her, he had
Uh-huh.
said, let's. It was delivering a little talk at the
Hmm.
Ark Encounter site, that sort of thing,
Hmm.
and he had worked at Dolly World for
Uh-huh.
a while, and okay, he had said you couldn't have any merchandise or anything there that showed any sort of cleavage. And this at a park run by none other than Dolly Parton.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Anywhere I go, when I wear something, if I'm not careful, I show cleavage.
Oh
It's hard
man,
to avoid
yeah, really, it is. I don't
because
know.
unless I'm wearing a t-shirt that has a round neck,
Oh yeah,
if it
scoop
has a
neck.
V-neck, a scoop neck, anything like that, eventually it's going to shift and I'm going to show cleavage. Sorry.
Yep. Oh man,
Now, deliberately showing cleavage, yes, I have a couple of shirts that do that.
well, Parton's a piece of crap anyway, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. But yeah, I heard he died, and all I could think of, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the
Copyright
table.
strike coming.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my! I don't need
I
I don't need another
love The
slap on the
Gambler.
wrist.
Well, that's why I stopped. I love the movie The Gambler.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. But uh Lady was another one of his good songs. Just I don't like a lot of country.
But strangely
Um
enough, one
but uh Kenny Rogers and John Denver
oh my.
are are my two favorite male country singers. But I grew up listening to them because my mom liked them. So I grew up listening to the oldies and my mom loves country music. I can't stand most of it.
Oh man, I cannot stand the subject matter. Uh,
Yeah,
where
most of it's all depressing.
well, we women are constantly subjugated.
Yep.
You know, that's the whole
Hmm.
keeping
Yeah,
barefoot and
for most of
pregnant
it.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. What are you
Yeah,
gonna
I
do?
think that's one of the reasons I liked John Denver and Kenny Rogers because they didn't sing those kind of songs. A lot of John Denver's songs were about nature and uh, just yeah, the beauty of Earth. You know?
Well, you want the beauty of Earth, and
Yeah.
I wish I could do this, but there's no way I could
Hmm.
ever do this. You want the beauty of Earth? Try looking
Hmm.
at it from 200,000 miles away.
Oh yeah, I know. The globe, just the blue planet with clouds swirling and yeah. Hmm.
Nobody will ever let me do that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, so Rogers was 81. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he was getting up there in years.
watch it. I'm not that far behind.
You know what I meant. He did not live. He did not live a healthy life. He did not live a
That's right.
good life. He had problems with alcohol and addictions. Um, and I'm sure that there were things that they did not talk about,
Oh, okay.
considering the time that he was uh, popular, you know.
I don't know if
So
I don't know if you're talking about that or if you're talking
I'm
about something.
talking about sex and drugs and alcohol, you know,
Yeah, because
those kind of things. And I don't know if he had any drug addictions, but I know that he at one time commented he had problems with alcohol.
moo.
And I'm sure that when he was on tour, he didn't do a lot of sleeping or healthy habits. So I'm sure that that made him uh, not so healthy growing older.
Hmm.
I mean, if he was in hospice care, then there was something seriously wrong. Because hospice care means that you have somebody there with you, taking care of you. Because we did hospice care for my grandma Wimbeck, or not my grandma Wimbeck, my grandma Cozart, when she died, and they had a nurse come in and teach my mom how to take care of her. And my grandma was bedbound, but the nurse still came by once a day.
That sounds really sick, man.
She was really sick. She needed dialysis and would
Ish.
not go. Yeah.
That sounds.
Yeah, she died of kidney failure. She refused to go and do dialysis. She said it hurt. Um, she did not take care of herself. She was not in good shape. So,
Well, the
yeah.
way I'm looking at it right now. I don't know if I'll change my mind into the future or anything.
Hmm.
When my kidneys finally give out, I really don't want dialysis either. So we'll see what
Well,
happens.
there are alternatives, but she didn't want to do the alternatives either. But she also had uh, gastrointestinal issues to go along with it. So, I mean, she was in and out of the hospital because of the intestinal issues. So,
Okay, now I've got intestinal issues, but actually, you can put it that way. I have an
yeah.
umbilical hernia, but that's beside the point.
Oh,
That's
I heard those are
fun.
pain. I heard those are painful.
They're not.
Pleasant.
They're not pleasant. No, I mean
Yeah.
it does get really painful from time to time. Um,
Hmm.
Man, I was in a Target one day, and it got to hurting so bad I had to lie down on one of the shelves,
Hmm.
and I had security personnel coming up. Are you okay? No,
Right.
but I can't afford to go to the emergency room. Shit,
Right.
man.
That sounds like me walking in stores sometimes these days where my back starts hurting. And oh my god, I'll be walking and grocery shopping and my back's already sore anyway. But the longer I stand, the worse it gets.
Oh man, Doc Fearsome
Until it
likes the platters. Good taste. Good taste.
um where it feels like somebody's driving a hot poker through my spine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So try walking feeling that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got to get the grocery shopping done, so I can't stop.
Yeah, that's where I really
And
wish that I could have even even a scooter.
yeah.
During the winter, I know I couldn't use it or anything like that.
Mhm.
But if I could have something with a couple, what do they call them, paneer baskets or something, where I could
Yeah.
stuff the groceries in there and just scoot
Hmm.
home. But where would I
Yeah.
put the damn thing? And
Yeah.
I couldn't afford to keep it insured and everything. So
Yeah.
and then, well, I could
So,
hardly afford to
yeah.
insure the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
Well,
those cat insurance policies, you know.
you insured your cat? I have homeowners insurance. My mom told me I should probably get a sign for my fence for the dog. I have one on the
Wait a minute,
house.
wait a minute. I've heard people say that it's a bad idea to get those beware of dog signs.
Eh,
Because
it's
if something happens,
six of one, half dozen of another.
yeah, if something happens, they say you've already admitted that your dog could be a problem.
Hmm. Well, I've
Now
got
you're
a little.
talking, amiga. Now you're talking.
Oh yes, Mozart, Beethoven, Schubert, Brahms, Schumann, Bach. Yes,
Beethoven, please, Beethoven.
yes, Beethoven.
Oh my.
Moonlight Sonata.
Bach is. I used to could play that.
Hmm. I love the Moonlight Sonata. I had a game that when you were in one of the fight scenes, uh, it would play the Moonlight Sonata. It was a space game. So you're sitting there and you're shooting fighters in front of you and trying to avoid pitfalls, and it's playing the Moonlight Sonata, and I would sit there and I'd be moving back and forth to the music, keeping time with the game.
I tell you though,
It was so much fun.
well, my coordination is bullshit. My
Hmm.
left hand doesn't work worth tuppence, but
Right.
I was trying to make my way through the third movement, and
Hmm.
I was starting to get there, but God, it was,
Difficult.
yeah, just to say the least. Movement
Now,
one,
see, that's
movement
one
two were no
thing
problem.
Tornado doesn't talk about. He can play a bass tuba,
Oh,
and he can play the piano.
okay then.
And he doesn't play by reading, he plays by ear. He has learned um, Silent Night, he has learned the Star Spangled Banner, he does Star Wars, Superman, uh, Avengers. What's another one he does? I mean, all the popular more recent movies, he can play their theme songs. Iron Man on the piano, and
Um,
I haven't told him yet, but if my stepdad decides to give away the piano that he's got,
oh, you're gonna grab
they're
it?
gonna they're gonna give it to us. Yeah.
Yeah, I really,
So.
really wanted my aunt's piano, but
Mhm.
the problem was,
Mhm.
uh, okay, Aunt Elsie was mildly schizophrenic, lived in
Mhm.
her own little world, and part of that little
Mhm.
world included 100 cats. Um,
Oh, they ruined the piano,
uh-huh,
peeing on it.
that too, and
Yeah.
then the
Mhm.
cockroaches that came by also lived in there, and they wanted me to see.
Oh, let's not talk about roaches, please.
And it was a Lincoln player piano,
Oh, it played on its
and
own. Oh
she
my
had some of the
god.
rolls, and the only thing
Oh,
I would have had to have done a lot of work on
getting it cleaned
the
out.
bellows and that whole thing because it hadn't
Mhm.
been maintained in years.
Right.
I mean, tuning it, I could do that.
Yeah.
I do know how to tune a piano, so
Mhm.
but
I just I don't have much of a phobia for bugs. Spiders terrify me. Roaches, I hate.
this program
I
has been brought
had
to you by Parsons Pest Control. Do you have
Yeah.
termites, water bugs, roaches? Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Well,
Parsons will
see,
get rid of the
Arch.
termites and water
Yeah.
bugs and help you smoke the roaches.
Well, see, unfortunately, our trailer in uh, Missouri, before we moved, the landlords did not make sure they killed all the roaches before we moved in.
Oops.
So in the time between us moving in and moving out, I could not keep up with how severe the infestation was. So yeah, I can't stand roaches. Um, when you're laying in bed at night and you feel something crawling on you, it is the worst thing to ever experience.
Wait a minute, which cake recipe? Um,
Cake recipe.
oh,
Mongolian girl singing. Oh,
oh. Earlier I had posted quarantine day 6. I'm not looking forward to trying to find raisins, butter, and cat litter. And from BR Wash Your Damn Hands, I get, can I have that cake recipe? No,
oh my God.
if I ever get around to it, and I want to get around to it. No,
Mhm.
it's going to be, well, I think I told you guys, rice
Mm.
pudding.
Yeah, Gregorian chants. They're talking about Mongolian throat singing. Gregorian chants. You ever listen to those?
I used to sing that.
Love Gregorian chants.
You've got to have the right acoustics.
Yes,
In other words,
you do.
a very large cathedral,
Mm-hmm.
and it's best when done by mid tenors.
Yes.
In my opinion, my considered opinion,
I.
basses won't do it right, nor will the first tenors.
What is PZ Myers videos, Amiga?
Hmm. How do you mean, Amiga? I mean,
Who
PZ
is it?
PZ is an interesting person. He's an evolutionary
Ooh.
biologist out of, is it Minnesota?
I take it he does bug videos.
Um, he might.
Then no. No. I
Um,
cannot watch bug videos.
you might have a little bit of a problem with, I forget what her full name, Adriana, her collection. Her channel is Insects Are Cool.
No. No. I don't mind most insects, but I don't like the creepy crawlies. Um,
I have a healthy respect for spiders.
no, I almost got bit by a tarantula when I was 5. I was sitting on the toilet and this thing crawls out of uh, the woodwork because the person who lived there before us was breeding tarantulas and this was a breeding female and she was guarding her nest.
Icky.
So she reared up on her back legs, waved her arms in the air, and went.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 5 sitting on the toilet taking a shit
So
and
you're
can't
not
move.
going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, I haven't seen her
Yeah.
in a while either, Doc. Uh,
And waking up in Missouri with a brown recluse on your face.
ooh, fun.
Uh huh. I gave myself a black eye trying to kill it because it was crawling by my eye, which would have killed me rapidly.
Yes.
So yeah, no, I am a arachnophobe. So no, do not like spiders. My mother made me watch Arachnophobia.
Made you
I
watch. Great.
oh yeah, I spent the entire time curled up on the couch feet off the floor, wrapped in a blanket, and face buried in a pillow. And I just, no. Talon jokes about my fear of spiders. till he we almost had an auto accident because of a spider in the car. So he doesn't make fun of my fear of spiders anymore.
Move beef.
Yes, Shadow Kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my mom came running down the hallway and it scared the tarantula, so she went and hid. And we didn't see her after that, for which I was eternally grateful. You know, I wonder if our German Shepherd got hold of her. Because we had a silver-tip German Shepherd named Kaiser von Victor. Was his That was his purebred name, and he was attack trained. He was going to be one of the base's military dogs, but he didn't have the right personality for it. So the SP who had him sold him to us for $50.
Moo.
Mm-hmm. And he was the best dog I have ever had. We helped attack train him. Uh, we had a insurance salesman come to our house in Pennsylvania, and we had one of those doors where you had the outer porch, and then you had an inner door. So you had the door to the outside, you had a walk-in porch, and then you had a door that led into the house. So it's basically a mud porch where you could take off your shoes and stuff and get out of the weather.
I know those.
Yeah. Well, our inner door, the upper part of the door was glass. Right? The insurance salesman didn't think anything about it. He came into the mud porch and went and knocked on the inside door, thinking, oh, this shouldn't be a problem. Kaiser comes barreling down the hallway that led down the center of the house to the kitchen, and he reared up and he put both paws on the side of the door and slammed into the door and made the glass rattle, and he went, woof, woof, woof. And you could see this guy's eyes get big as platters, and he's backing up like, oh my God, he's gonna go through the door and eat me. And he wouldn't. He wasn't told to attack, so he was one of those dogs where he won't attack unless commanded. But you could not make any aggressive moves without him watching you every moment you're in the house.
Moo.
Yeah. So mom got him down from the door. She's like, Kaiser, go lay down. So Kaiser goes and he lays down by the chair where my mom was sitting. My mom sat the insurance salesman at the kitchen table, and he's on one side of the dog and my mom's on the other side. And they're talking, and he's keeping an eye on the dog, and the dog's just staring at him, just watching his every move, which has got to be creepy for someone who doesn't know how well trained Kaiser was. And he said something, and he went and he smacked my mom's arm as he was getting up to leave.
Oh boy.
Just not a hard smack, just a, I've got to go. It was nice talking to you. And Kaiser was up and just went, Urgh. And he's like, takes his hand away. And he's like, I'm gonna leave now. Bye. It was nice meeting you. And he would not turn his back on Kaiser. He backstepped to the door, opened it with one hand, went out and closed it really quick. So, but Kaiser was a 130-pound dog. Pure white. Loved that dog.
Woof.
To give you an idea how protective he was of us kids, I got in trouble. and my mom was spanking me. Kaiser comes in and grabs my mom's arm and pulls her arm away from me so she can't spank me. She threw him across the room 3 times before he would stop. But he didn't bite her hard. He was just putting his mouth around her arm and pulling. He wasn't biting. He was saying, no, no, not right, bad. You can't hurt the kids, bad. So after that, he didn't go, he would not interfere, but he would watch my mom when she spanked us. He didn't like it. But Mom was alpha, so. I miss that dog. I miss him something dreadful. We couldn't take him when we moved to Illinois. He got car sick. He was one of those dogs that like to try and look at every single blade of grass that passed when you're driving.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so he'd make himself motion sick watching the grass. Nothing quite like driving 1,300 miles with dog vomit. Would have been worth it, though. So would have been worth it. We found out he died chained to a dog house.
Oh no.
Yeah. He hated being chained up. He was one of these dogs that liked to be outside. He would not leave the yard, but he had to be able to run around. He knew his limits, and if you called him and said no, he'd come back. But we couldn't take him with us, so he stayed with our family in Pennsylvania. And if Dennis had ever let him off that doghouse, he'd have come after us. So, yeah. He always had the saddest look when he was chained up and in trouble. His ears would be down and his head would be tucked, and he'd just look at you with those puppy eyes. Just like, I'm so sad, let me loose. Made you want to cry. I miss my dog.
Woof.
Woof. Yeah. I'll have to link some pictures of my mom's dog, Gypsy. She is almost 8 months old now. And she's in that gangly teenage stage where she's all leg and no body.
Okay then.
Really slim. I mean, looks almost anorexic slim, but she's not. She eats a lot. But she's got that thin puppy frame. You know what I'm talking about?
Movies.
She's still growing up versus out. So, I have a couple pictures on my phone, but I don't know if I have Discord on my phone. I'll have to check and see if I have Discord on my phone and post them. But I am going to go. I know that you didn't want to be on here long. It's 5 o'clock. I have to consider making the baked cheeseburger macaroni I'm
It's
going to make for
5
dinner.
o'clock on a Saturday. I just had to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, that's John Denver. Tells you how well I know the song, huh?
Oh man, that's Piano Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
And then
that's
there's-
not John Denver. No, that's
That's Billy Joel.
Billy Joel. Yes. No, Billy Joel or Elton John? Elton John was Piano Man. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
Is I am to look on that thing later, and then
Yeah.
Piano Cat.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes. But I'm going to go so we don't keep the live stream going anymore, because this is only supposed to be a short one
And
for
then
tomorrow.
Then I'll make some food.
Yeah, you can make your rice pudding, and I'm going to make, brown up some hamburger and onion. I'm going to make some elbow macaroni, and then I'm going to put some cheese sauce and shredded cheese, milk, and butter in it, and I'm going to put it in a 13 by 9 inch baking dish,
Oh my.
and I'm going to bake it in the oven.
And
So,
then-
homemade cheeseburger mac.
And then I've got brisket around here too that I want to make eventually. Well, I have a
Yeah.
10-pound piece of brisket. I'll cut it into three
Oh,
pieces,
goodness.
and
Yeah.
I'll have Rubens for a while.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. So, all right. Ta-ta, darling. I see you
Okay, take
tomorrow.
care. Yay.
Bye,
See you
guys.
tomorrow. And thanks, everybody, for coming by. Seriously.
Well, you know who watches now.
Moo.
Yeah, it's set up with YouTube. It automatically flashes a subscription notice. Hey, Coffee with Lavender is live. The Lavender Lady is live.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It may be a good thing, or I don't know. Maybe it would be better were I dead. I don't know.
No, no, never that. Never that. You're
Okay.
like one of my favorite friends online now. So,
Oh no, now I'm in trouble.
well, fine. Hurt my feelings. No.
You wish the sweetie. Yes, you wish.
No, I'm the disaster's mother. I'm not sweet.
There you go.
Yeah, well, there is a reason why I say I'm the disaster's mother. Oh, I've got to get on him about cleaning his bedroom again. Oh, I don't wanna. It takes too much effort. Takes days of nagging to get him to clean.
When was the last time
That
you
or
cleaned
I
his
do.
bedroom? October?
Oh, if I was lucky, yes. No. Um, I don't even remember. It's
Oh,
been that long. I
I
don't remember.
I need to clean
I
up in here.
uh, well, his problem is he likes to collect cans. So his
Oh
bedroom
no.
has aluminum cans everywhere. So I'm going to have to get in there and help clean his room. And his room, he gets told, if I come in there to clean your room, everything except toys and clothes are going bye-bye. So it's incentive for him to clean his room.
There you go.
And I said, if I find too many toys on the floor, those will get pitched too.
All right then.
Yeah, I don't normally do that, but if
Oh,
it's too bad, I will.
all my toys are in a box under the bed.
Yeah, all mine are tucked away in my bedside drawer. So at least the fun ones.
Yeah, there you go.
So, all right. I'll talk to you later, sweetheart. I
Okay,
see you
sweetness.
tomorrow at noon.
Yay!
Yay! All right. Bye bye, guys.
Take care, hon. Oh my. Well, thanks everybody for coming by. Really, it's kind of nice to just go on the air, just to run a quick check. And I've got what, 5 people watching now, and that's 5 more than I expected. So thank you a heck of a lot. And I think we had what, at least twice as many a little while back, and that sort of thing. And I love you guys dearly. I really do. Okay, yeah, okay, we've got that going here. So now you got 2 pictures of my ugly mug. Let's do something about that. Ugh. There, that's much better. Yay. So really, thank you guys and everything. And okay, things are looking good. I don't have too many complaints with the way things are going on. And, oh my, Andres Segovia, yes, definitely, absolutely, love Segovia. Another couple of guitarists you might want to pay attention to are Christopher Parkening and John Williams. No, not that John Williams, a different John Williams. But yeah, there's the music director, and then there's the guitarist, and that sort of thing. One thing I found when I was cleaning up in the back a little bit, I was sorting through stuff. I found some of my old sketches. I was working on a sonata for flute, oboe, and guitar. about, I don't know, maybe about 40 years ago. And it's still sitting there unfinished. And I don't know, if ever I could, I might find a, if ever I had money lying around, I should have, or should get a keyboard. But not right now. I have enough to get by, but that's it. Now, what can I tell you? Okay, Amiga, you do know about John. Okay, good. Yay. Okay, then. Really, everybody, thanks a lot for coming by. Really, and thanks, Amiga Nuts, again for the little gift there. That's I'll never understand how I deserve it, but that's okay too. And I'm going to make some dinner and move a few things around and maybe even see if I can't film the rice pudding. It's a really quick thing. And if I can, I'll have that out on Transgender Chef in a couple of days. And yeah, that's the other thing I need to do. I hadn't put away the frozen food yet. Oh my. Okay. I should have put that away before I started this. So, okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow at noon. Thank you for coming by. Seriously. And, okay. Thanks a lot, troops. See you on the other side.